Hello everyone and welcome to this week's PressXtoTrade podcast. My name is Sachin and this is Alex. He's kindly joined us today as Tom is quite busy. I think he's moving houses, so
Tom's
thank
dead.
you. Big shout out to Alex. Thank you very much again for coming on the podcast. Alex has been on the podcast 1 or 2 times before, so he's no stranger to this, which is good. So you would have seen it in past episodes as well. Again, you can see all that kind of stuff on our YouTube channel, which is PressXtoTrade. So yeah, this is PressXtoTrade. We talk about all things gaming, things that we love, things that we hate, things that are current events, or things that we just want to dig up from the grave. So yeah, welcome to the stream, welcome to the podcast. Alex, how you doing, man? Doing all right?
Doing good, yeah. I like the podcast so much, that's why I can't find Tom anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine. So, yeah, what have you been playing this week, man?
Just a bit of Nier.
Okay, cool.
Remember, last time you had me on, we talked about playing Witcher 3.
Cool.
I have not made a single dent progress in the game.
No
Haven't touched
progress
it since.
I mean, it's a game that you have to. You can't
No.
just sit there for like 5-10 minutes, you know. So I don't blame you, honestly.
Nah.
That's why I've been powering through.
It's hard.
That's why I've been powering through some of my games, but I'll talk about that after Nier. So
Well, have you even played Nier?
no.
You've watched
I've
people
only
play
watched a playthrough for it, yeah. So
it? Okay,
my streamer
classic.
basically played through most of it, and I just watched. It was a good time. All I know is that when I first saw the game, I thought textures are crap. This looks really bad. I'm not going to pay any more attention to it. But when I saw the game and the gameplay and the music, that didn't cross my mind. I was like, this game's cool.
Yeah, the atmosphere of the game is very cool. The design overall, so the textures
Yeah.
are a bit.
By
Crap.
the way, when I mean textures, I'm talking purely background, not like
That's,
the
that's
player.
what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you see the background textures, I was like, this game isn't finished. I was just like, I'm not buying this. I'm not going to look at it. I don't want this trash. But that's like that's so easy. It took me like a few seconds to just pass over a game that has been sort of upheld by the community as like a really really good game, possibly game of the year. You know, that kind of stuff. So it's a good game.
Yeah, it's a very good game. You get over the background issues and the textures easily. I mean, it's only the background that looks the same all over the place. Everything else is top notch. I mean,
Because
the
it's not really
animations
the
are
focus.
cool.
The focus is more
No.
the NPCs.
It is literally the
character,
background.
the enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The combat is engaging, is very cool. Super hack and slash. So you only get 2 buttons to attack, and then you have to hold 1 button down to shoot with your pod. There's a thing that flies around you like a mini robot.
Yeah.
And you can shoot stuff out of it to aid you in combat. And then you got light attack, heavy attack, and nothing else much. At least not in my 2-hour playthrough so far.
Oh, you've only been playing it for a couple hours.
Yeah, 1
Okay.
hour session today actually, just before we got on a call,
Yeah.
and 1 hour during the week when I acquired the game.
How does it run on the PlayStation 4?
It's okay. I don't even have the Pro, and it's running fine. No lag spikes or anything like that, so it's running okay.
I don't even
Fine.
know how you say it. It near what is it
I say Automata,
automata? But how do you spell it?
like auto, MATA.
Okay, I'm writing it in for the topic, and it's Nier, right? Or Neir?
Yeah, Nier.
Nier. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I remember when the game first came out, like I looked at it and I just thought, you know, sometimes when you look at a word or a title, and you don't want to, you know it's a little bit of a weird word, so you just remember that it looks weird, but you never say it. And when people reference it, you know what they're talking about, but you never actually say it. And so, yeah, that's why I had to ask.
That's it. Well, you just read it, and that's it. You never say it.
Yeah, I can't think of another example right now, but it's usually like Pokemon names or something like that. Like I'll just glaze over,
Yeah.
you know, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, it's that sea dragon creature, and then when I see it, I'm like, yeah, it's that one. But yeah, so yeah, how what you were saying about it on PS4? It's it runs okay.
I was saying that it runs fine. Yeah.
Is
It's
it 60 FPS or 30 FPS?
feels like 30. I hope I'm not lying to you.
Well, I mean,
I really need to double check the numbers.
While it's a fast-paced game, it's third person, and the camera is actually quite far from your character.
It is.
So I don't reckon and plus if you're playing on, I know you're playing on the TV with like
Mhm.
a fair amount of space between you and the
Yeah.
TV if you're sitting on the sofa. So 30 FPS is it's going to be okay. Like it's not going to be like game breaking or whatever.
It's fine. You're not a deal breaker.
Oh, thanks
No,
for following,
no.
Alex. Appreciate that. Because I've got the notifications now, so it pops up on the stream with a little sound that I can hear.
Yeah, no problem. Well, because I never know, I get notified when you're live. I have to like, you tell me over WhatsApp, like, oh, I'm going live now. So it's like, it's easier.
Thanks, man.
So what have you been playing?
I have been playing. So I've been forcing myself through Skyrim.
Yes.
Because
you've
remember, I
been
have this
streaming that
list.
as well.
I have the list. I was
Yes.
talking about it last podcast, so I have this list. Anyone doesn't know.
I've missed that. I don't know what your list is other than Skyrim right now.
I've got the list, and this list I can hold on. It's a bit. I can't really bring up the list right now. It's a bit awkward for me because of the stream overlay thing. But this list involves games that were shown at E3 while the sequels are coming out, and I haven't done the original.
Oh,
games.
so you're doing the first games that are out already.
Yeah, so I need to finish like Doom, Skyrim.
Yeah.
You know, the Fallout 4. I need to finish.
Mhm.
You know, any games that were coming out new from E3. That's when I have to do the like previous ones. So right now I've forced myself through Skyrim, and I've installed some mods, which I talked about last podcast as well. And I'm enjoying my playthrough. But the thing is that I've realised is that I don't think, because I'm only focusing on the like main storyline, because I'm like trying to pump out through the main quest.
You're
not doing
playing the
side
way
quests.
I would.
Yeah, but only because I'm trying to catch up, and I've played Skyrim enough before, so that I've done like all these side quests before. Like I've done them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like I didn't miss them and completely ignore them. So it's similar to the way you're playing, only now given the circumstances.
Well, only because you're in a rush, but that's just how I normally play games.
Yeah. And so the thing is, and I decided to only play with daggers. So I've got 2 daggers that I run around with, and I've installed this
I remember
mod.
seeing the live stream.
Yeah, and I installed this mod that allows me to like slit people's throats if I'm behind them sneaking with my weapons out, and you know that's fun. Like I like the sneaky rogue sort of assassin character, right? But the thing is, you can't fight dragons with daggers that easily. Like it's a bit. Basically, I'm going up to the dragon. I'm going. You know what I mean? Like it's just stupid. It doesn't. It looks stupid and it feels stupid, and I do minimal damage. I mean, I don't know. Like I attack really quickly though, so it kind of makes it's like more DPS, less damage versus lower DPS, more damage.
Well, wouldn't the DPS be the same in the end? It's just like whether you do it quicker or slower.
Basically. But it just
so the DPS
feels...
evens out, but you're just quick attacks versus one big slow attack.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like anyway. And like I don't have a shield, and I'm wearing like heavy armor for some reason because I don't know, just better physical resistance. But
heaviest assassin there is.
yeah. It's
armor making noise as you approach.
But I have all the but the thing is, I have the sneak perks so that they can't hear me, like as I like walk.
Even though you're wearing full.
Even though I'm wearing all this armor.
Clank.
The clanks are nullified or whatever. They're like muted. So I'm having fun with the playthrough because I haven't done the main quest before, and I like listening to the lore and stuff. Like I do enjoy the game, but the thing is, I feel like I'm just under-leveled. Like right now, I'm in this area where I landed, and I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 dragons flying around me. I barely like can fight one, let alone I'm level 18. I think because the game allows you to progress at your own pace, and I just zoomed across to the finish line almost.
So you feel super underleveled.
I feel super underleveled, and I have to do some side quests to do it. But I don't know. I need to get some Daedra daggers or whatever they're called. Daedric daggers. That's what I need in order to continue, because I just feel like I'm going on with like tier 3, 4 daggers when there's like tier 6, 7, 8, 9 daggers available.
So basically, you need to take a detour.
Which means more like time into the game that I don't really want to give it. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but just because it's something I need to finish.
Yeah, even I had to. Because even when you're playing through the main story, the game is designed for you to play the side quests and get good gear so that you can progress the main storyline.
Yeah, they're going to be like, no one's going to play this and not do a side quest. Don't be silly.
And I'm sitting over here like, come on.
Yeah, side quests. And it's like, what's the word? Compulsory side quests. You know? You're like, oh,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't want to.
So yeah, I'm enjoying that. What else have I been playing? Other than me and you and the group playing Dota, I haven't played anything off the Blizzard launcher.
I've played a lot more Heroes of the Storm lately.
Yeah, you have been.
Almost every night, actually, for an hour or 2 hours before.
After Dota.
After Dota.
I know it doesn't take as long as Dota, so...
No, the games last between 10 and 20 minutes. Sometimes a bit longer, max half an hour, I think. Bad for a game. The quickest one I've had was 10 minutes. That's why my range starts, but they don't normally last for 10 minutes. They're around 20. Like a good hot match. But game's so casual in nature, you can just like play it just like that after Dota and relax, even tune out sometimes, especially if you know your character. I'm sure you know how the game's played, but you start with all your spells available apart from your ultimate, which is called a heroic.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so when you start the game, pick a character or your hero, and you get all your spells, and every hero has a trait, which is a passive ability, or an active in some cases. And on level 10, you get a heroic. The way the game works is you develop it through talents, kind of like WoW, but not the same. So every 3 levels, starting on level 1 or something like that. So level 1, 7, so 1, 4, 7, and 10, and then so on until 20, you get to choose a talent. Sometimes
your
3,
whole team
sometimes
levels
4.
up at the same time, right?
Yes, so any experience you gain, it goes towards the team pool. So anyone contributes, so it makes a lot of sense to have heroes in all 3 lanes. Because if you get XP, it goes to the whole team. If you're missing out on a lane of experience, it's really bad. And that's it, you level up, and then you choose talents to aid your spells, or sometimes passive talents, sometimes active, extra spells in some heroes' cases. On level 10, you get your heroic spell, your ultimate, same as Dota. Everyone has 2. You choose between one or the other, obviously. And on level 20... Yeah.
So I just realised our name tags are switched, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch that. Because I was like, I'm usually on the other side, but I did the Discord the other way, so I was on the wrong side. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch these over now, so that you are Alex and I am Sachin. Yeah, but yeah, no, I haven't. I know a little bit about it, but not enough. Like not the basics. I just know a little bits here and there.
Well, that's basically it. And on level 20, you can choose to upgrade your heroic power or some other talents in some cases. It's really good.
So, why have you been playing it because you just sort of remembered, hey, I remember this game, I'm going to play it, or has there been a new patch or something like that's made you want to play it?
Nothing
or is
new,
it simply
actually.
because some people have been talking about it and you're like reminded of it?
Not even that, just because my friend Andy plays it. And he doesn't play Dota, so he can't play with us. And then it's a nice and easy way to catch up, play some game while we're catching up, and it's not high maintenance like Dota. I don't think we can catch up.
Sometimes we're in the same Discord, and you're playing Heroes of the Storm, and me and my other friends, our other friends are like having full blown conversations over you playing Heroes of the Storm, and you don't sound annoyed, because every now and again you just make a call out. But that's
it's the nature of the game. Well, a lot of Blizzard games are super casual like that.
During Dota. Like you can't have someone talking about I don't know what they did today at the know, like when they went shopping or something while you're playing Dota. It's too intense.
That was my point as well. Not just anyone else talking. You can't catch up with a friend while you're playing that Dota. It's all about the game.
Yeah.
And with HOTS, you can just have a nice conversation while the game's going on. I mean, even if you're not in the fight.
Is it boring though?
It's not boring. It's interesting, especially during team fights. But it is very casual, at least on the level that we play.
The thing is, when you're playing Hearthstone, you can do that too, but it's only because there's downtime, as in
because
enemies
it's turn-based.
Or there's exactly. But there's not saying that like even when it's their turn, you're not thinking about what they're going to do, trying to counterplay or hope for your next card, or think about what they're trying to do, whatever. So. Yeah, it's while there is downtime, there's still stuff to think about, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's the same with that game. I mean, you can't do anything else because it is engaging. It's a MOBA game. You have to be there. You have to be clicking, click all the time. You have to be moving. But Also, it's a lot more action-packed than Dota, especially in the beginning, because you have three, sometimes four spells to work with. It is action from the get-go. You go to a lane, and immediately everyone starts spamming spells. Everyone's got three available. Not like Dota, where you have to either right-click or you have one spell. Sometimes you get a passive
So
as
it's
well.
equivalent to like Russian Dota, like everyone's fighting.
Yeah, you
Okay.
fight from the start,
Yeah.
and also it's designed to be like a World of Warcraft battleground. I don't know how much
Okay.
you've played those. I used to play them all the time when I played WoW because it was just PvP for me. So each map, and there are many maps, has an objective. So you have to complete that, and they fire off like 5 minutes after the start, or sometimes less. I'm not sure on the timings, but you get an objective, and you have to go in and fight for that.
Okay.
So action, action, action.
It's just
It's fun that way, and it's casual as well, which is an interesting combination. I know it's an esport too, so people compete for money,
Yeah.
but I don't know the meta. I don't know anything. I just play my casual Blizzard game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. What's the esports scene for that like right now?
I don't know. I've only seen a hype, like short clip advert. I haven't seen any matches or anything. I don't know even. I don't even know what the meta is. We've got a friend at work called Garrett who does. I'm sure he watches it because he plays a lot of HOTS.
Mm. Yeah. I don't know. He was on the podcast,
He was on the podcast.
but I
Yes.
don't know if he ever mentioned Heroes of the Storm.
Maybe it's like Dota of him, because well, I mean, we just talked about it again, but it's like a thing that's a constant.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he just plays Heroes of the Storm all the
It's
time.
just on and off. So one of those games that we don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah. Other than Skyrim, I don't think I've been playing too much. I'm just trying to remember. I don't know. You know why? I guess I haven't been playing anything, but at the same time, like I've been so the Steam Summer Sale is on, right? And
Yeah,
I've been looking
I
through
haven't
there for things to play. I've been playing some Battlefield 4 and some Sniper Elite, but only like it was only like a couple of days ago I was playing that. Sniper Elite's just some good fun. I love it, and Battlefield 4 is like love that too. It's like that's just again good fun with like friends and stuff. I wouldn't play it solo, and I wouldn't play Sniper Elite solo either. Like those games are just purely like for fun co-op games. But yeah, no, the Steam Summer Sale's on, and I've been having a look at some stuff. But the only thing I've added to my cart is the Metro games. Like there's a deal to buy Metro.
Yeah, I have one of them.
Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, and
Let me see.
the other thing I have on set on in my cart is I don't know. Let me check on my phone real quick. I'll see if I can pull that up. What about you though? Have you got anything on the sale yet, or you just haven't?
I only bought one thing, which was an in-game Dota item. It was 75% on sale. It was the big bundle for the 100 levels for the battle pass.
Yeah, that's only available for today
That's what I
left,
got.
right?
I think, well, it's part of the Steam Summer Sale, I think. Not sure.
It
But-
says my shopping cart is empty, which is not true.
Shopping cart's dead. I also have Metro 2033. No other Metro games though, because I didn't buy the bundle. This was, I'm not sure if it was available for free download and you own it forever. I'm not sure how it works, but I can see it on Steam, and I acquired it November 2014, and I still haven't played a single minute in it.
November
I just know it's
2014.
Yeah, I just know it was a good game, and that's
So
it.
which game was this, right?
Metro 2033.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm not lying to you. I think I also did. You know what? Let me actually check, just out of interest. Metro 2033. And you said when? 2013?
14.
2014. 2012.
And you still haven't played a single
I
minute.
have. I played it for 2 hours, and I've
Oh.
restarted in those 2 hours. I restarted it twice.
Oh,
No,
I'm pretty sure
I
haven't
restarted it
even logged in.
multiple times during that. Not even
I haven't even
twice.
clicked the start button.
Yeah, it's. I'll be surprised if you can run it. It's really like graphically intensive.
It's really old though. That was.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Man, you should be able to run it, but I just remember it being super graphically intensive. The other thing in my cart was so yeah, it was Metro 2033 redo, Metro Last Light redo, and Master Thief edition. So the new Thief, the remastered Thief, is
The remastered?
yeah, you know, it got remastered Thief. the classic old game.
I did not know that. I just know the classic is a lot better than the one that came out recently. Only public opinion. I haven't played the games.
Well, okay, so you know what I'm talking about, the remastered thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I never bought it, but you know what? It's on sale for £3.44. I thought, why not?
You may as well.
Just add it to the cart. So my cart totals £11.08. But currently there is nothing that I really want.
You may as well.
On this
purchase.
thing. Like, I don't know, I just
Let's
might
have
as
a look.
well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. They're just. I feel like I've got all the games I want. I think Stardew Valley is gonna have multiplayer soon.
Interesting. Well,
So-
what you should probably do is just play the games you have.
Actually, I think it has multiplayer already. So yeah, you're right. I should just play the games that I have, which is why I made that list. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I could like get through
Shadow
them
of
and
War's on sale.
not
I haven't
keep
even played
not
Mordor.
keep buying. Yeah, I've got Shadow of War. You know. I should just Steam share like my games with you, so you can just play them because unless I don't know, we're pretty much always online at the same time. So
At the
it probably
same
won't work.
time.
Yeah,
It's probably not going to work out.
probably not.
Right, what I'm looking forward to, we mentioned bringing up stuff from the grave, is a remaster for...
Let me guess. Can I guess?
Go for it.
Resident Evil 2.
Nope.
Okay. Can you give me a clue of the genre?
The genre is action, hack and slash, adventure?
Devil May Cry.
Well, that's not a remaster, and that's a continuation of the series.
I just didn't know, so I said a guess. Okay, I don't know. What is it?
It was teased
E3.
last year.
Oh.
No, last year. It was just it's an it's an obscure game that you always forget about, that I've brought up a few times as my
Wait.
favorite game.
Is it the game that you?
Now you know.
Is it the game that I say like, oh, this doesn't count when I said, like, what's your favorite game?
Oh, why not? I don't remember.
Okay, what is it?
It's Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, that's the
Soul Reaver.
that's the game. That's
Why
being
doesn't it
remastered.
count?
It doesn't because I know it doesn't count when I asked because I said, "What's your favorite game?" But I knew the Legacy of Kain was. I said other than that, and I wanted to.
Well,
I
that's
forgot why I
the
asked.
series title, not the game title. But I can't choose a single game because they're all very good. But
So
the
that's
Soul
one
Reaver
that's getting,
series,
So which one's getting remastered?
the first Soul Reaver.
Okay.
So what we want to be remastered. The beginning, basically, it's the start of the good series. There's a few games before that, but this is what hooked me in,
Okay.
and I can't wait. I don't have any other information whether it's been cancelled or not, because remasters, and especially this game, because it was supposed to have a continuation, they get cancelled all the time.
Hmm.
So we don't know what's going to happen. But it was teased last year, so the game was the first released 1999.
Wow.
So if it gets a remaster 10 years later, it's going to look amazing, play well, and I'll be very happy.
Yeah, I saw someone playing Devil May Cry 3 today.
Such a good game as well.
I don't.
I do need to...
Can I ask? Is that the one where like when you're running around, the camera just keeps changing? It's like if you're walking through a corridor, the camera will change to show you a different angle.
I don't think so.
Okay,
The
maybe it
camera
wasn't
will
DMC.
change, but it wouldn't pin to a corner to show you like as you walk around and stuff. It's always following your character, so it's always like behind you.
Okay,
where they
then
will
maybe
pan out if
maybe
you're going
maybe
to
it
a
was something
corridor.
different. Maybe I was watching him play like some Resident Evil game, but that was weird because he was like running
A
around.
Resident Evil game does that. The one they're going to remaster, that one pins the camera when you go into a room.
Okay, because he was playing it and like, or the streamer was playing it, and maybe it was Resident Evil 3 or something like that. But like, the guy had a sword,
I
and
don't
he
know
was going around like hitting all these statues and stuff. Maybe it was Resident Evil, but I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
But
really
yeah.
weird.
That's also what I'm looking forward to. Devil May Cry
When does that come out?
5.
No, the remastered for Soul Reaver.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they announced a date. They just teased a remaster. Nothing else.
Oh, well, there was nothing at E3. Who makes it?
The people who made Tomb Raider, who were they? Square Enix?
I think so.
Well,
I
it's
don't
Crystal Dynamics.
I don't know if
who's
they
the
make
studio who
it.
worked on it. So Square Enix probably distributed it, and the studio that made it was Crystal Dynamics, unless they got acquired and they're now Square Enix. I'm not sure on the specifics.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, when that comes out, I'm sure you'll be telling us about it, because
I'll tell
seeing
you
as that's
all
your
about
favourite
it.
game and I don't really know much about it, I'm sure that's what you'll be talking to me about when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I I guess we can keep on topic about digging stuff up from the grave. So they finally restocked the NES Classic from
Ah,
Nintendo.
yes.
So they restocked it. So it's when they first brought it out, it sold a bunch because they made like a mini NES, like
Yeah.
and someone at work got the SNES one. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
He
I
brought he
do. They
brought it
brought them
in,
into
and they were
work so that we
playing
could
Street
play it.
Fighter
Yeah, I
on the
played it
Mii.
as well.
Yeah. So we're at work and we're just playing Street Fighter, and yeah. So he had the SNES Classic, but I want the NES Classic because that's what I had when I was a kid. It's under my bed still, but
Okay.
I mean I don't have. I need the wires to like hook it up and stuff. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I have a television that takes like was it SCART plug or whatever, or maybe the cable the three like RG the AV cable. I don't know what you call them.
They're very
The
special
red,
cable.
white, and like the audio, video, and
Mm-hmm.
what's it called, like YGB cables? I don't even know.
I don't know either, to be honest.
But yeah, those cables. I think it needs something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. Something like that. But yeah. So the NES Classic is coming back out. I was looking at buying one, but you know what? I thought I only want one, I only want one so I can give it to my nephew, so he can like play the games that me and my sister played
You're not going to
when we were
play the
younger.
games with your nephew? You're going to
Well,
sit there with him and play the games?
well, yeah. I mean, I imagine so, but that means I have to buy an extra controller, right? That's a lot. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I mean, I'll just let him play,
It's a lot of
and it'll
stuff.
be nice because my sister, his mum, is the one who got me into gaming, and so and we played the NES was my first games console or gaming experience, and she would play Super Mario Brothers on the NES, and that's how I got into gaming. Like she showed me that game. And
Interesting.
yeah, and so now her son is kind of getting to that age where they're looking to play video
Well,
games.
someone has to introduce him to this.
Well, he already knows like
Yeah.
about. Thing is, they play stuff on like the he plays stuff on like the tablet and on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows phone games and tablet games, but obviously this is like a games console sort of thing where you have an actual controller. He doesn't have. I think they have like a Nintendo Wii, but it's a bit hard for him to like. Those games are a little bit. There's a lot of buttons, right? Like imagine playing
Yeah.
Mario Kart. You got to steer, but you also have to press go, which you have to be holding the whole time, right? So that could get tiring, I guess, if you're quite young. And then you can, there's like items. You got to shoot items. You can, do like power drifting
You
or
just
whatever.
need a simpler game.
Yeah, there's gonna be a simple game like Mario Brothers where it's like jump and go left and right. That's like it. That's all the buttons.
Perfect.
The complication comes with the game itself, like the mechanics of the game, like speed and jumping. But that's for a kid it should be easy. So I might get that as like a present, which is his birthday's coming up soon, so I'll probably get that. But yeah, it comes with like loads. It comes with quite a few games, like 8 classic games that I had.
Nice.
Like some of them I had, some of them I never played, including Super Mario Brothers, which is why I kind of want it as well. So
Well, it's the game you have to start with, right?
yeah, exactly. It's like that was my first ever video game, so it's just kind of nice. I kind of want that. I was a bit gutted when they were first selling it. It sold out really quick. Like they stopped selling it, even though they're making so much money for it. And then people were selling them back to other people online, like on Amazon or eBay, for like extortionate prices. And then they brought out the SNES, and now they're going back to the NES. So I don't know why they did that, but yeah, I'm just glad it's back. It actually went on sale yesterday. So if anyone who's listening wants to pick one up, you can pick it up for like $60, $60 or. The thing is though, I looked on Amazon and it's selling for £60 too, which is kind of annoying because the conversion rate isn't there. It's like 1-to-1, which is not.
Yeah, but that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. So yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Although in-game purchases, sometimes we benefit from that because the battle pass levels weren't $25; it was £17.
Yeah, I know, but that's like they're like modern. They like get it.
Yeah,
Nintendo
they
don't.
get it. They
Nintendo don't get it.
understand.
Nintendo don't get it.
Nintendo,
Yeah.
they're supposed to be modern, but they're just making the same games over and over again.
Mario every year, good. I mean, I like it. I'm
Mario,
not complaining.
Zelda every year.
Also,
Oh, loads of people love it. I understand.
what's it? So Edmund McMillan, who's the creator of Binding of Isaac, I don't
Yeah,
think
your favorite guy.
I didn't actually talk to you about this, but
Nope.
he's creating a new Isaac game, right? And everyone was
You
like,
brought it up. Yeah,
oh, this is gonna be really cool, but it's not a video game.
it's
That
a
turned
card
out. It's a
game.
card game, yeah.
It's a board game
It's
or
called
something.
Binding of Isaac: Four Souls, and
Yeah. How does everyone feel about that?
um, okay, well, this is how everyone feels about it. Its Kickstarter started like a couple
Oh,
of
it's
days
already
ago,
done, right? It's already
and
reached
like
the
in
goal.
1.5 hours, it was 100% of the goal, and he
Yeah, yeah.
asked for
So that.
£32,000. And then after a few days, it was like it was 980% of its goal. So it reached 1,000% of its goal in like a few days.
So I'm guessing we're gonna play that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was gonna back it. So there's a guy at work. I won't say his name, but you know the guy at work who plays Binding of Isaac on his lunch break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he backed it. He actually
Of course
found
he
out
did.
about it. But you know what's weird is that he found out. Usually, me and him talk about stuff like this, so he would have found out through me. But he doesn't follow Edmund McMillan on Twitter or anything like that, so he wouldn't have known
How
about
did
it.
he find out?
He follows the artist who does some work for Edmund.
Then?
So
Nice.
the guy posted stuff about Isaac, and that's how he found out. And then I came up to him at work. I was like, "Yo, do you hear about Four Souls?" He's like, "Yeah." And we were really excited. We were looking at the Kickstarter, like all the rewards and the stretch goals and stuff. And the cards look really cool. Like, it's going to be really cool. But the thing is, I don't have anyone to play it with. And I said to him, me and Alex would probably play it, but like it's supposed to be 4 players because
So it'll be best with 4, yeah.
yeah, because it has like betrayal and alliances and stuff like that, and we can't just play 2
Yeah.
players. That's the bit. We need like 4 players minimum, but I'm not sure
Mhm.
how it works with even more. So
Well, we'll find out when the game gets released, right?
that's the thing. Like, I want it, but I don't want to buy it if we can't find. Thing is, it's so. Imagine being like, "Hey guys, I have a board game. Is it Monopoly?" No, it's this weird game about a crying baby and Satan.
I'm sure. I'm sure we'll find someone to play it.
I literally have no. I mean,
Probably won't.
other than like,
I played
other
the
than
Dark Souls board game.
yeah, the
That
Dark
was
Souls,
fun.
yeah, the Dark Souls board game. But like, how did the other people who didn't know anything about Dark Souls when you were playing it, like, how do they
They
feel
just
about
weren't as invested. Everything's explained. The rules are there. You're playing as a knight. You've got your armor. You've got your stats. You've got everything that you need to know about the game. You're
Yeah,
just
I
not as
guess.
invested as I am.
it? Yeah, the thing.
That's
Yeah,
why
I guess. But
super
like,
interesting.
I wanna take it to my friend's house and be like, because sometimes one of my friends hosts like a board game night, and we all go over. We just play board games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's a lot of fun. But the thing is, I don't want to be like, "Hey guys, I've got Isaac." They're gonna be like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's a crybaby game. Let's play. It's a card game." It's a bit like the art style as well is the same from the game. So while I'm loving it, I feel like they're gonna be like, "What is this? This isn't a traditional board game sort of thing. This isn't like." This
Yeah.
isn't Pictionary. This isn't Cluedo. This
You
isn't.
say let's play board games, they'll be expecting something.
I mean, it's a card game, and it has a board. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure though, but yeah, I'm looking. I don't know. I want to play it. I want to buy it.
I want to play it as well. Yeah.
So I guess the thing is, I haven't kickstarted it yet just purely because I don't know who I'm going to play it with. There's
So
also
when you back it, you promised a copy of the game once it's released. Is it like that sort of Kickstarter campaign?
yeah. Well, one of the rewards is you get a copy of
you
it.
get the yeah.
But yeah,
How
but there's
much is
different
the
tiers of the.
backing?
Pardon?
How much do you have to back it for?
$25,
Is there like
$25?
okay.
It's free shipping to the
Yeah.
US, which means that you pay almost the same price as the reward in shipping to the UK. So you're effectively paying
Interesting,
double.
yeah. Yeah,
which is like
unfortunate.
that sucks. Yeah. Why can't you just release it on Steam, eh? It's just easy for me to download the cards instead, print them off.
Good. Well, you can do that either way, but that's not the point.
I want a collectible card game. That'd be pretty cool. Collectible card game of Isaac, and then you can like play like Pokemon sort of thing. So
I
you can
remember
trade
that.
and play.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, he's doing it at a board game. That's fine. I'm happy
At
with
least he's making it himself because different people made the Dark Souls board game. So what did they just had an understanding of the game.
that. Oh, really? So it's not licensed?
Yeah. I believe it was, but they just got the approval for it. It was a board game making company or something like that. It was one of
Oh,
my
okay.
friend's cousins who did it. That's how I found out about the game. We were just at work and I was like, oh, so my cousin's making a Dark Souls board game. I was like, okay, that's weird news, but I'm interested. He said they already have everything. They're just releasing it soon. He's gonna get a copy because why wouldn't he?
Yeah. Interesting. That's
Yeah.
cool. I haven't played Dark Souls board game, but I know you have, and you were telling me about it. So
Yeah.
yeah. No, I
It's
need
fun,
to.
but-
Yeah.
But this is going to be different because he's going to make the game himself. So is he just going to like try and transform the Isaac game into a card game? Because that's how
He
some
said
people
so.
do
The
it.
way he described it was, it's Isaac, but not Isaac. So he's like everything in the game is in this game, but it doesn't play like the game. But it also he said it plays like the game, but it doesn't. So I didn't really understand. So it's very much Isaac, but it's also like it's a card game, so it's like not.
Yeah.
So I guess
Interesting.
because it's like that's what he said. It plays like Isaac, but multiplayer. But
So you
there's,
go
like,
into
betrayals
rooms and
and
you clear out
alliances and
rooms
stuff
and
like that.
stuff.
I don't know. There's no rules yet, or if there is, I haven't seen them.
Well,
I haven't
yeah.
dug deep enough to see the rules. It wasn't on the Kickstarter anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, like the stretch goals as well are like pretty funny. So the goals in order to reach the stretch goals include not only money, but you have to do like weird stuff. So one of the so some of the tasks are actually let me see if I can get it up.
You have to do weird stuff.
No, you do. I'm not even joking. Like it's super weird. Hold on.
You mean you have to do stuff in real life, not just in the game? You have to do something with the people around you?
Yeah. One of them is take a picture of your mum with a Bible on her head, because obviously the game's about
Yeah.
it's got religious references. Alright, hold on. Let me go to the Kickstarter link, and I'll show you like some of the weird stuff you have to do. Okay, so to unlock the basement, you have to adopt a cat and name him Guppy. Like, you have to actually adopt a cat.
I imagine there's a
But only
a way
one
not
person.
to do them and
but-
some sort of.
But only one person has to do this. Like, of everyone.
Yeah, but still,
Make
it's
a
pretty big
wiki
thing.
page for this game.
What
So-
if you don't have a mother available anywhere nearby? You're playing at your friend's house, everyone's out. What do you do?
Well, you don't. I mean, you don't have to do it. Like, you don't have to do it. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure there's something like an alternative or a penalty if you like choose not to do it.
I mean, you can just. You could. Will he dispute you taking a picture of your friend with a wig, and saying this is my mum? Like, you have no proof that this isn't my mum.
That too.
You know, put him in a weird, awkward, like social situation.
I mean, there's no referee overlooking your game. You can just say, okay, we did it. Let's go on.
25 people sent pictures of their Isaac-themed handmade art. Well, that's only 25 people. 30 pictures of fans crying with hashtag Look Mum, I'm Isaac. 30 pictures of fans crying. Like, that's weird, isn't it? But I
Yeah.
get it. Like, I get it, because Isaac cries. Gain
Yeah.
5,000 backers. Okay,
That's
and
a lot.
then and every time you complete it, you get like something new. So you unlock like new cards or whatever. So this is the next one, the caves. 50 people or 30 people send pictures of Isaac items found in their house. So obviously everyone just went and got a knife, I imagine, and be like, "Oh look, mum's knife."
Or a Bible of some sort. Or
Yeah,
something
update the Wikipedia page. 20 pictures of your Isaac-themed tattoos. I saw loads of those. He was retweeting loads. 15 something... Oh, 15... I think it says C rated or G rated pictures of fans nude in basements with hashtag nude for ice.
Hopefully censored in
That's-
some way or another, or tastefully photographed.
I mean, goodness, you know what I mean? Like that's, I get it, but it's weird. Okay, moving
Yeah.
on. The depths. Retweet this, like retweet. It was like one of the bosses, like 666 times. Become Guppy IRL and post pictures. So Guppy's the cat in the game, so you have to
Yeah.
like dress up as a cat, I guess. 30 fans draw 34 fans. 30 fans draw and send pictures of their last Isaac build. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's like game related. That's cool.
Yeah.
20 fans post pictures of their mum with a Bible on her head with hashtag Bible thought. And he tweeted going, these mum pictures are golden, like this is the best thing ever. And people were like, my mum is so sweet, I can't believe she did this for me. And it's like someone's like, oh, like mother looking very innocent with a Bible on their head.
Yeah.
So to get the
How do you
womb,
explain this to your mother?
yeah,
and
like,
then
hi
also
mum,
picture?
can you please put like a Bible on your head because it's for... So someone said, mum, can you please take a picture of yourself with a Bible on your head? It's a social experiment.
Huh.
So
It's a social
yeah,
experiment.
so I guess, you know, how else are you gonna explain it? Mum, I want this Crybaby Satan game. You know, you don't want to say that.
Best game, Crybaby Satan game.
Exactly. Okay, so the womb. To unlock the womb, you have to reenact the fight with Mum's heart with video evidence. Do you remember Mum's heart fight where Mum's heart is in the middle of the room and it spawns
Yeah.
enemies in the middle and bosses,
Mhm.
and then eventually like pumps out loads of like bullets and you're trying to dodge. Fans draw 30 pictures of me nude, as in Edmund McMillan.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're going to be like 2D stick drawings, right? Not stick,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
it's not really that great. Fans write 40 poems about their mums. Fans post 50 pictures of ultrasounds with "I'll name him Isaac." 50 ultrasounds. I guess like you're still gonna have your ultrasound from
Yeah.
when you know.
Oh, you could do, yeah.
Yeah, like you say
Cool.
them. To
Game's
unlock
very popular.
Sheol, which is the latest stretch goal, because he's doing it floor by floor, like depths,
Mhm.
caves. Now we're on Sheol. Sheol is the one after you defeat Mum, after Mum's heart. Fans make 25 Isaac faces with post-it notes on windows. So I saw one guy. He works at like a shop like he used to work at, and he went over
Yeah.
to the drinks section with like the refrigerators with the glass doors, and he just drew like a circle, two eyes, and like two streams of tears, and he stuck it to the refrigerator, and he's like, "Hey,
Isaac.
I'm at work right now, but this is my Isaac." 109 fans. That's an odd number. Post pictures of their current playtime in the Binding of Isaac.
Okay. What's yours?
Mine is. Are we counting like both games?
Sure.
So in the original Binding of Isaac, I have 321 hours. So it's 321.
Okay.
And then in the Binding of. So I have 321 hours in the Binding of Isaac and 32, so 32 in the Rebirth. So combining those together, that's 353. So not that much.
I got 14 hours in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that. In Isaac, it's a lot, but at the same time, some people have like thousands of hours in that game. 10 videos of fans interrupting people having conversations in public to tell them about Isaac. So, hey Alex, what did you do today, man? You had a good time? And then someone's just like, hey, did you hear about Isaac? It's this crazy baby Satan game. It's already good. It's Crybaby.
Crazy baby Satan game.
And you're like, what are you talking about? He should have said 10 videos of fans interrupting strangers. 40 pictures of fans worshipping Satan. Oh gosh. With hashtag Tears for Satan. This is
That's
ridiculous.
a bit.
Isn't that a bit too far? Like pictures of yourself
That's a
nude
bit
in a
too
basement
far.
is one thing, but 40 pictures
I mean, that's
of
also going a bit too far, depending on the photography style.
40 pictures of fans worshipping Satan with tears for Satan. Hashtag Tears for Satan. Number 5. Help us reach 1 million in funding. It currently is £552,000 in funding. There's 26 days to go, and it's not even 4 days, and he's hit 500,000 already. The pledge was 37,000.
And the goal was 37,000.
Yeah.
So how many of those games is he going to make? Is that going to provide enough for the sequel as well? And all the expansions, everything?
Well,
I mean,
he's out to make stretch goals, so I guess it'll just be infinite stretch goals.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy though. That's crazy. I want this though, for real, but I need to play it with. I need to have people to play it with. But I want people to like be into it like I am. Like I could play with you and like Ali and like would get it, but like I can't play with like 3 random people. Just to have 4 people play it.
Also, you won't be able to play it as often as you can play the video game because you have to get people together, which is hard.
But at least it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to arrange it and be like, okay, guys, come in 7 o'clock at my house or something like that.
Yeah. Do you want me to read you some of the cards?
Okay.
So let me read you some of the boss cards. Do you remember Monstro? The first boss you fight is like a big blob.
I remember. Yeah, just the thing that jumps. Yeah.
Yeah. For no. Oh, this is so hard to read. Let me zoom in. For no one who has a defect shall approach. Okay, this isn't what he does. Apparently, Monstro doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's do
let's find someone who does something.
Yeah. Well, there's cards here, but I'm trying to make them. Do you remember that in Isaac, the greed heads, that when they hit you, they took coins away from you? Do you remember what the mini boss Greed looks like?
Yes.
Do you remember his head? And some of the enemies were bouncing heads.
Yeah.
Whenever they hit you, they would take like 2 coins would fly out of you.
Mhm.
Okay. So that says when this deals damage to a player, they lose 2 cents. So it's still, it's the same as the game, but it's just in a card form. So for instance, like if we want to look at the players, so Isaac as an actual card, so starting item D6, play an additional loot card this turn. This can be done on any player's turn in response to any action. And then the D6 says reroll any dice roll. Eternal. This item can't be stolen, destroyed, or sacrificed. Which means
you play with dice and cards.
Yeah, I guess so. And then because it says this item can't be stolen, destroyed, or sacrificed, you know that now that it's like you could steal, destroy, and sacrifice items
in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember you used to play as Maggie because she had the heal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she still starts with the Yamha. It says prevent 1 damage to any player. So that means you can save someone else.
That's nice.
Yeah. But stuff like Judas, he started with the Book of Belial, which made his damage, like he had extra damage when he used the book.
Yeah.
And he started with like 1 HP or something.
Mm-hmm.
This one says, but Book of Belial says add or subtract 1 from any dice roll. So it's not.
Oh,
so
it could be big,
different.
but no, we don't know the game yet, so
we don't know different. Maybe
how much of an impact that's going to have.
Yeah. Okay, how about this one? Remember Cain started with the luck, like he started with loads of luck, so all pills were good.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts with something called Sleight of Hand, which isn't an item in Isaac, or the original anyway, and it says look at the top 3 cards of a deck, put them back in any order. So that's nothing to do with pills, obviously. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they have adapted it somewhat. So yeah.
No, they have to. I mean, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I want something like that.
I would play that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention was that the Games Done Quick live stream is on. Have you been watching any speedruns?
I have not watched anything.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't play Dark Souls.
I've had it on like all week, but honestly, I haven't sat there and like watched one intently.
Yeah.
Because there's no good AAA games out. Like
there was
Halo 2 which I missed. Super Mario 64, which I missed, and I was like, you know what, whatever. There's nothing good on there, man. As far as I'm concerned, they're all playing like like classic games.
Yeah.
Like old NES games and stuff like. No big hitters for me.
Me neither. Well, I didn't see the full schedule. I just had a look on the day I was watching, and I saw no Dark Souls. I was like, nothing for me at the moment.
Yeah, I controlled F for Souls. Didn't find any.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't check for Bloodborne. I'm not sure if they've done it ever.
Oh, they have.
But
I think.
oh yeah, I didn't watch it.
I think
Probably.
there was one. Don't remember there being any more. Someone in I was in the shop, like CX shop the other day, and it was yesterday, and so my friend works there, and I was talking to him, but the guy beside him, like sort of like he sort of responded to like something I was saying.
So you were talking to him, and then he just started talking.
Yeah, he became part of the conversation, not in a rude way.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
we were talking about he said. We were talking about like our favorite Souls games, and he said that his favorite one was Bloodborne, and I said my favorite one. Me and him agreed that number one was the best, but then he changed it to Bloodborne, and I was like,
I can see why that.
And I was like, you know what? Bloodborne's not even replayable. Alright, don't talk.
Nah.
Because while it is replayable and you can do different stats, I was like, dude, there's no weapons, and he agreed. He was like, you're right. You can't do your own weapons and stuff, and and I was like,
I mean, there's a limited number. There's still weapons, just not as many.
Yeah, it's like 4 weapons or something.
A bit more, and with the DLC you get some more, I think. You just have to find them. They're not as easy as Dark Souls.
DLC. I was talking base game, like.
But even base games, you've got. It's not just 4. It's a few weapons you can find throughout the game as well. You can get like dual swords and stuff. You can find some weapons. It's just not as easy, and they're not as many as Dark Souls for sure.
Yeah, like I like going around with like loads of different weapons and seeing different builds.
But you can still replay the game.
Yeah, I just don't feel it's that fun. Like if you're not good, like usually in Dark Souls when you make a new character, you create a character knowing like what stats, but also you kind of look towards certain items. It's just more fun. I don't know. But then again, I don't play Bloodborne with the same love I have for Dark Souls like you do or other people do. And I just don't like it that much.
Yeah, well, a lot of people prefer Bloodborne over Dark Souls. Kind of understand. You just like, not for me. On a difficulty level, they're sort of the same, but Bloodborne's just much faster and fun for the player, I guess, in some ways. In Dark Souls, you tend to spend a lot of time behind a shield, and I'm sure you've seen videos and people talk about why Bloodborne is good, and there's only one shield in that game, and it's just to like throw a punch at Dark Souls. They've just
I've seen. We saw it together when we were playing through it. Yeah, but then again, I played Dark Souls 3 without a shield. I played it with just.
Because you can play Dark Souls as well.
A lot
of people.
Dual-handed the
I saw someone. I'm not sure if it was an article or a video, but someone said I played through Bloodborne, and after that, Dark Souls was so much more fun for me because Bloodborne showed him the way to play these games. If you know what I mean. So it just like unlocked a new way for him to play the game. Don't hide behind a shield, forget the shield, and just have fun with any other weapons, dual wield or like two.
How do you play Dark Souls before?
Shield, one sword, one shield, or any weapon in a shield. Hide behind the wall
This person say he played Dark Souls 1, then he went to Bloodborne, and then he came back and played. I think I heard someone say that actually. Was that on a stream that we may have watched together or something?
Perhaps.
I don't know. I feel like I heard someone say that recently, but I don't know who it was. I don't know. But
the whole point is Bloodborne can be more fun for players because it's designed around not hiding behind a shield, being on the aggressive and moving around, much quicker game.
I never saw. While I played my first run in Dark Souls with a shield, I never felt like I was always hiding behind it though. I don't like people giving. I don't like when people say stuff like it's Dark Souls 1 is like you just turtle behind your shield. It's like But I mean, like,
While that's
I get
true,
it,
that
but
is
like, that's not the only build. Like, there's loads
it's
of stuff
not,
you
but
can
that
do.
is mostly your experience, so I
I
understand
suppose
where
for
you're
new
coming from.
players,
Yeah,
you know, people think like, oh, a shield, 100% physical damage, great. I'm like, just gonna hide behind. I guess, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
it's just the way some people they're presented with a shield, so they just hide behind it, and also it's the type of gameplay it suggests. So your mindset was you're just using the shield to find an opening, so you're like still an aggressive player. You're trying to find a hit here, hit there. You're attacking, but they get given a shield, and they're like, okay, this is the game plan. I'm behind this wall now.
But then,
How
yeah,
do we
but
proceed from here?
how is that true when there's items that like, you know, or like that there's a two-handed mechanic in the game, or like there's like items where, you know, you don't. Well, I guess you can have. Oh, it's so customizable. That's the thing. You can always have a shield. You can even have two shields if you want.
Yeah,
I
you
played.
could play the game with two shields,
I played
especially
with.
Dark Souls 3.
I played with two bone shields one time.
Nah.
It's really cool, and I was really hoping that there was like a special thing where you can like roll because you technically got two wheels, right? So you should just be able to.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I still like it though. I'm glad people enjoy all Souls games.
Me too.
I apparently Tom was saying last podcast that there are people that are upset that Shadows Die Twice is not a Souls game, and I was saying to
I'm
him,
not upset. I'm actually happy.
and I was saying like, look, people don't get it. Like, it's not like they're abandoning Souls forever, and they're always going to do Sekiro Shadows Die Twice or something. It's just a game. It's just one game in the many games that they're going to make. Like,
Exactly.
it's not a big deal. Like, they can make whatever they want whenever they want. It's, you know, like
Yeah.
it's nothing saying that forever Dark Souls is gone. This is a new way forward. Ninjas.
Even if, yeah, the best thing about it is taking a break. Because they just can't keep making the same game over and over and
Yeah,
over
people
again.
be
While
like,
people
"Oh,
will
Dark
enjoy
Souls
it.
is dead. Dark Souls, you guys
Yeah.
milked Dark Souls." So, you know, and creativity as well. Like, you can't always
Yeah.
innovate on something that you truly believe is just a great.
Yeah, but you need a break
game.
for yourself as well.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's loads of people that like want more Dark Souls, but there's enough in that game to. That's the
also
thing. That's why it's
true.
replayable, right?
Yeah.
You know, so. I mean, I still think that the remaster is an insult, but that's that's a separate story. While I was in the shop as well, my friend tried to advertise to me Dark Souls remastered on PS4. I was like, one, that's disgusting, and two, I don't play console like that. Like, if I can get it on PC, I would.
Fair enough. Full
Like,
price.
what? Yeah, it was expensive. Well, it was for like 20 quid, 35, I think, actually. Obviously, because
Yeah, that's
they don't
insane.
know that you don't get that deal if you own the first one. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still considering buying the remastered, but I don't know.
Me
I don't-
too. Just
I
to see what it looks like and play it on a.
I
on
was
a
watching
modern
a
system.
streamer play it, and he said, "Oh yeah, like it's weird. Like I can feel how clunky Dark Souls 1 is," and I was like, "But it's got the same engine as 3 now. What do you mean?" And then
It's played on the same engine.
and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it to him because the game still has its own clunk. Like, you can't do like, was it 360 rolling or something? I don't know what that means, but people keep saying it. So
I don't know.
it has like its own, like Dark Souls 1 just has its own clunk. I get it, like, but it's made with the same engine now, so it's like it should just be the same game sort of
Yep.
thing. So when he said that, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, man, look, time has come to end the show. So I want to just thank you again for
All
coming on
good
the
things,
podcast.
my friend.
And thank you to anyone watching. Again, Alex, thanks for the follow. I don't know why, but my latest follower thing didn't update. I thought it was dynamic. I don't know. I might have to reset that or something. I'll check off stream or something. But yeah, so thanks for coming on.
No problem.
And thanks to anyone who's watching. You can find all our social media at PressXtoTrade on all social medias to find more stuff like that. Like, you can see our podcasts or just random videos that we've made or animations or whatever. So yeah, feel free. We're more active on Twitter and Twitch. So those are the main ones that if you are going to follow, those two are the main ones. But yeah, feel free to follow the others. Yeah. So again, Thanks for coming on, Alex. Thanks for all for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye bye.